What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my metal review show. Just bear with me. I'm in a bit of a rut here, but I'm going to do my best. So before I get into my metal picks of May, I want to talk about, of course, one of the most anticipated albums from Sleep Token, from Take Me Back to Eden, now even in Arcadia. So I'm going to be honest with you. I was kind of defending this album before it came out, and I was Team Sleep Token in the sense that I was against the gatekeepers kind of smashing the band for not being metal enough. But I really kind of had to dial it back with this album because there are certain spots in this album that I really feel like they take some liberties of being too trip hop to the point that we're talking about like if the Gorillaz became a metal band. And I think there's room to be respectable that Sweet Token is talent, but we have also had to be honest to the metal fans who anticipated this album in what direction they were going to take in this album, if they were going to be heavier or more mainstream pop, mainstream rock pop, trip hop, and they definitely dialed it up with that mainstream appeal. And honestly, I don't mind that the upcoming Grammys, they get nominated for in the metal category because they do have a metal vibe about them. They look like a black metal band, and they have heavy parts that you could say are metal. But as a tour de force, like Lorna Shore or Opeth or Bloody Incantation, they are not. So we just have to be honest with ourselves why we're putting forth. So, I mean, like, the big song from this album is called Caramel, and I love the lines. I thought I got better, maybe I didn't. It hits you in the heartstrings, you know? They are able to be emotional, but there's parts where it's like they do that trippy hoppy, and then it's like, and then they drop the beat, then they drop the metal. But I find myself like waiting for that big drop. You know, there is no granite on this album. There's no like soul food, like that. That was big. That was big when I first listened to that album, and I was a big defender. I still will defend. If you listen to Sleep Token, I'm like, awesome band, but I'm going to find a way to get you to listen to some freaking heavy metal, like Slayer style. All right? So I will say I was a little disappointed with the new Sleep Token album. I enjoyed some of it, but it's definitely not my album of the year, as I was hoping. I actually liked the Ghost album more. I thought Ghost, if anyone had discourse around him for not being metal enough, I thought Ghost handled it way better than Sleep Token. Alright, so metal time. We're going to talk about some real metal. No, but seriously though. So, Behemoth, the crap of God, I'm totally censoring myself. So I'm not like the biggest Behemoth, but because, obviously, being a little bit religious, this album is just like so anti-religious that it's just like, but there's something about this album that it was almost like Behemoth in their own way becoming mainstream, because it was almost like a Dimmu Borgir album when they went mainstream. Behemoth never took that path, and this is the first time I really feel like they wanted to entertain the whole catharsis of being contrarians, anti-religious, and kind of being universal. It's all right. Moving on. I liked it though. It was next album, Ominous Rune, Requiem. Now, I love some good death metal, all right? And this one slams. If you just want some freaking death metal, I'm in this room. You won't be let down. I was listening to this album all month. I was like, it slams. It's slamming death metal. Next time I'm gonna have Phantom, Tyrants of Wrath. If you want some good Slayer, if you want some classic thrash, you owe it to yourself to try this album. And the album art is freaking awesome. Phantom. Next up, we have some technical black metal, Labyrinthus, Stellarum with Rift in Reality. And this is like if the Matrix had a black metal album in like a futuristic black metal, atmosphere metal. It's good. So I did some. Oh, you know what? The new Vader EP is really good, and I'm not even the biggest Vader fan. Yeah, the new Vader EP is pretty awesome, and it kind of helped me get into Vader the same way that Haunting at the Chapel Slayer EP album with Chemical Warfare. Sometimes you need to take baby steps with metal bands, and you find a few songs that pull you into the band. And as you know, you're listening to older albums, right? I'm a fan. So I also listened to last month. I wasn't feeling the Machine Head album, but after a few re-listens, Unatoned is pretty awesome. I know Machine Head, Truest, Tribal are gonna like anything they put out, but it was good. And there was this folk metal band from Eluveitie. I'm tired. I have a list. They're folk metal. All right, let's wrap it up. I can't do this anymore. All right. So, like I said, I was let down my sweet token. I'll see you next metal review.